Hello and welcome to our Dharma discussion for November 2nd of 2025. So, Khenpo, would you like to start us with a prayer?
Oh, yes. We start this page number 4, the Refugee Buddhista short part. Yellow book, okay? Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and the other perfections, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and the other perfections, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and other perfections, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings.
All right, so just as a reminder, we have a couple of ways for you to join in. If you go to our website and sign in for the Dharma discussion, there is a Google form where you could submit your question that way. Also, if you're in the Zoom room, you can raise your hand and we'll call on you. And then also, if you're in the temple, then we can call on you that way as well. So right now, I have no hands up in the Zoom room. I'll start with a question that came in via the Google form. So the question, Khenpo, is from Michelle Ning. It's about the Vajrakalaya Jupchen. Normally when they deal with patients who are upset, they feel their anger and anxiety transferred to them. It stays with them for a long time. And in fact, I need to exercise and decompress after work for this reason. But during the Drupchen, I was playing the session in the background, and I found that the mantra recitation, during the mantra recitation, they felt the anger and vexation pass through them. Usually it lasts a while, but this time it just dissolved. They were wondering if this is part of the mantra practice.
So anger and emotions pass. That means
while they had the Drupchen playing in the background, those emotions passed.
Wow, yeah, that's so great, so great one. Actually, the mantra is in the Dharma words. Mantra called Khenpo. Khenpo. Khenpo means it makes closer towards Yidam deities. There are two reasons. Mantra means one meaning of mantra is I often say that language. For example, right now I speak English, so you understand English, so that's where we can maintain through this communicate. Likewise, if you are going to speak with the Yidam deities, you are going to recite mantra. So that is the grossly the meaning of mantra. But then the profound meaning of mantra is makes your mind and the yidams make closer and closer. That means it makes friend. First, mantra makes you and your yidam deities are like kings and the king's people. That means you are included that kingdom or king. Then second, mantra makes helps you between you and Yidam deities. You and Yidam deity become friend. So because of mantra. And then third, mantra helps you to become Yidam deity. If you practice Amitabha, recite Amitabha's mantra, you become Amitabha. If you recite the Vajrakalaya mantra, you will become Vajrakalaya. So mantra has that power. So why? Because when you recite a mantra, then it purifies your impurity emotions. like we place some clothes in the washing machine, and then it washed our clothes. Likewise, when we place our mind in the mantra garland or mantra, then it purifies the negative thoughts. So that's where you feel that you're freed from your anger and other emotions when you are reciting Vajikalaya mantra. If you just recite, then it has that power. Then if you practice with four state of accomplishment, then it has more power. So that's where when you recite mantra, for example, first is approach, close approach, and accomplishment and complete accomplishment. These four stage of mind of mantra stage of accomplishment is very, very powerful. That's His Eminence Garchen Rinpoche often taught us. So that when you recite mantra, actually today I will tell you one important. Usually we recite mantra with the melodies. For example, Om Vajragilaya, something we recite that. This mantra lead our mind to the stage of shamatha. So because we can focus on there. At that time, our mind is calm down, relax, and sometimes we feel that we freed from some emotions. Of course, that is great, yeah. But if you understand that mantra, in the reality, mantra come from your mind. This is actually particularly a mantra came from mantra comes from your bliss, your bliss. So you are reciting mantra. Even you meditate. You meditate. For example, you visualize Vajikalaya, and then slowly your bliss arises from your mind. Bliss arises from your mind, and then some sound occurs. And these sounds are then Vajikalaya, these mantras. So that's where then then you start to recite the mantra, and then your bliss increases. Your bliss increases, and then sometimes a little bit you feel fixation, your fixation arises, or your attachment on that bliss arises. At that moment, you acknowledge, and then you watch the essence of that bliss. Then you will see, you will reach the stage of clarity. So the Dharma is a union of clarity and bliss. And then that clarity is already emptiness. So union of clarity and emptiness. So the genuine mantra is the natural sound. Natural sound. So right now we recite on Vajakalaya Sawambini Pahom Pei, but it's the real sound is like just Vajikalaya's sound. That is Vajikalaya's sound of when he eliminate the emotions, when he arises profound bliss. That we also sometimes can experience during the recite mantras. So the reason I'm talking here to you is because you say you recite Vajikala mantra and then you passed some emotions. Yeah, that's so great. But future try to more deeply visualize, try to arise some bliss, and try to come out some sound from there. Okay.
And the second question is, they were wondering if they can replay the Vajrakalaya Drupshan sessions when they're alone. They find it really inspired them to listen to the words and chant with the group. Is that okay?
Oh, that's you already participated because I recognize through your sound. Because you like it means since you already participated Vajikalaya. If you did, then definitely you can play this recording. You play this recording at your home. If your neighbors, our practitioners don't always be selfish. That's very important. There is a special, some crazy yogi. If you are a crazy yogi, then your destination is on remote, but mountainside, not in the public, or you just on the ground. That's it. Otherwise, we are practicing combined with wisdom and bodhicitta. So always think your neighbors. If they are unhappy, so your neighbors or your roommate is uncomfortable, then right now we have an airport or something like that. You listen that and you play that recording and you practice together. If your roommate has also interesting, that would be great, and then you always practice together. And also, if you know you already have empowerment and you already have permission from like a Gachin Rinpoche, and you already have everything, all the facilities, and then some group practice, it will be great. If you know appropriately how to practice, that will be great.
Okay, wonderful. Let's see, is there any hands up in the Zoom room? None right this moment. I'll continue on. Second question, Jean Ospar. They've been practicing White Tara as a devotional practice. And the question is it acceptable to chant the 10-syllable mantra only while using the white syllable tom as a visualization, or must you do the longer Tara mantra? They find it easier to chant the shorter one.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. You can you can chant 10-syllable one. Sometimes we call it a short mantra, Taras mantra. Sometimes we call it a green Taras mantra. Actually, it's a green Taras mantra. You can chant it, and usually when you visualize, especially mantra garland, with the chakra, with Taras chakra, at that time you chant with the melodies. Then you have time to chant and visualize together. There is an important thing is if you memorize this Taras, the White Taras mantra, then when you recite Om Tare Tu Tare Tu Mama Ayan, during that moment, first time you place only syllable Om on the Taras chakra. And then second time you place Tare, Ta, and then third Re, something like that. Or when you practice not in a rush. For example, you have only 1 hour to practice Tara, yeah? And then you start from beginning of this Tara sadhana, and then you arrived this section of mantra visualization part, and then you chant Tara's mantra maybe you repeat 5 times or 10 times, and then you repeat 5 or 10 times. At that moment, you can place only 10 syllables. There are many syllables we are going to place on the Taras chakra, but you could place only 10 syllables. So then your time is you in running out. So that's where you are going to finish the rest of this sadhana. It's totally fine. Don't worry about that. And then recently we have good facilities that you can play some recording through your phone and then listen that. Okay. But if you are so difficult with long Taras mantra, and then short Taras mantra is also totally fun. Actually, there is a say, maybe I don't know, you heard that before or not. There is a root mantra, quintessential mantra, and then main mantra. There are 3 mantras always for one Yadam deity. So in ancient times, they say, some say that in the long ancient times, masters practice Yidams quickly accomplished. And this time we practice Tara a long time, but we cannot accomplish. Why? Just publicly said that, at that time they accumulate root mantra instead of quintessential mantra and main mantras. Recently, only people recite, accumulate quintessential mantra and main mantras. They don't recite root mantra. They say that, but in the reality, it's how we related our samadhi, related our karma, our merit, and so forth. In fact, it's okay. That's my answer. Okay.
Thank you, Khenpo. The next question is from David Corvey. It's related to a woman suffering violence from her husband, given that often even the police fail to protect these people. Perhaps it is appropriate to take very strong countermeasures. The literal application of the 37 practices of Bodhisattva could further endanger the woman by making her excessively submissive and yielding. The woman might think, it's my karma, I accept everything, or am I wrong? What do you think, Khenpo?
So there are physically practice and mentally practice too. So physically, you try to be safety area. Safety area. Don't try to be in the torture area.
Be in a safe area.
Yes, be in a safe area. And mentally, as you said, really you agree that your karma. That's definitely related to karma. So when I say it related to karma, it does not mean everything is your fault. It's not others' faults, Others is karma means you both have this karma. For example, our karma is usually today we are here gathering in the Zoom or in the temple or wherever. If we little bit of focus where are you came from, something like that, is we are long distance. But when we being together, we do Dharma discussion. So that means we have great karma. So in the many times we did that. The one thing is sometimes when I recite these prayers, I sometimes think it. For example, we recite Shanti Deva's prayer or King of Aspiration prayer. But in the temple, there are different people. In the Zoom, on this YouTube online, there are different people, practitioners watch it. But we recite the same thing. In the recitation, some recitations, it says the same thing like that. In the future, may we all become Buddha together. May we all become Bodhisattva together. May we all listen same Dharma teaching together. may all benefit other beings with together. So that's where at that moment we don't understand the meaning of recitations, or we don't focus, then we don't have a feeling. But if we focus these recitations, so we cultivate merit at that time together. So that's where today we have here together is also definitely we recited these prayers of many lives in our past lives, you know. So for that reasons, the we actually being sometimes is in the positive way. We being together and we respect each other's practice together. And then unfortunate karma means then when people are being together and start to harm each others. So that's where everything is related to karma. And internally, you don't be, it's not easy. Right now, it's not easy. But if your practice level is a little bit higher, like a bodhisattva's level, then it's not difficult. So that's where mentally you don't keep resentment, don't keep anger. If sometimes angry, but then try to eliminate this angry emotion. Instead of angry emotion, you try to find some method to solve these problems. But physically, I think you don't want to be so much together with this harmful circumstance. You try to a little bit far from there is, I think, is better. So the longevity, peaceful mind, happy life are very important. So then if you stay a little far, and then you cultivate more merits. You cultivate more merits, and then this obstacle will reduce. I have one, I know in my life, one couple, they fought. It's this, all the village knows that they always fought, or it's 24/7 hours is too much. Otherwise, they fought. Actually, I'm sorry to say that, but it's quite a funny thing. They have many babies. Then some like Turkey boys, they jog or made jogs. They are so much fighting, but how can they make babies? They said that. Anyhow, they fought. It seems they really. Everybody suggests that it's better to divorce, but it's karma. They always been together. After 5 years later, 10 years, I don't remember, they become example, the harmonies. So karma finish is the very kind of living example, you know. All the villages, they say like they don't fight like they fight. Even the examples, and there's a lot. Everybody suggested that. Everybody means most people suggestion is better to divorce. But they're being together and fight. And then after, I don't remember how many years, something, one day, then become their harmony and their relation, respect each other's. Wow. Everybody think, wow, it's like they changed like the page, totally, completely changed their life, you know. And then their family is a very peaceful family. So if you purify some karma, and then future you and your husband, it's possible become very good, have a very good relation. Okay.
And a reminder to those in the temple, if you would like to ask a question, just raise your hand and I'll bring the microphone over. I have one more. Let's see, do we have a hand up? No, right now. Okay. So another question. Could you please tell something about the relationship between Vajrakalaya and Nagas? Because he wears manifold Naga adornments and jewelry. So Vajrakalaya wears manifold Naga adornments and jewelry. For me, it is not clear if Nagas are good or bad. This is from Katerina.
Oh. First, I will answer the Nagas are good or bad. So Nagas, two types of Nagas. Actually, these some Nagas are we call the wrathful, kind of pretty much forceful Nagas. They because of karma, they don't like so much like some good activities, and they are very sensitive, and they immediately harms, try to harm other beings, and they have a strong egoistic mind. So that is one type of naga. Another type of naga is very great practitioners. Great practitioners, and some nagas, you know how they rebirth in the nagaram. Do you know? One, for example, some monastics, they practice very well other things, but they are broken vow. For that reasons, they rebirth in the nagaram. So that's the way their life is in the naga, but still they love dharma. They practice very well. So naga has two types. And then if you have a naga issue, there is a in the Tibetan calendar. There is a if you focus, there's a naga's time. In the naga's time, naga comes and the naga sleeps. Kind of this way. When naga is called tep, so that means some day is not every day, in the week sometimes, or maybe 1 month, 2 or 3 times. At that time, if you practice some offering to the nagas, something, when you offer naga, naga's favorite is milk. Naga's favorite things are milk and some kind of barleys and rice and those things. They love it. And then there are some recitations that maybe it's quite difficult for you. Otherwise, you recite these prayers, and then that's the way. Whether good type of naga or forceful types of naga, both will be happy with you. If naga is happy with you, then actually the traditionally says that it improves your wealth and health. And sometimes nagas are unhappy. They also produces some disease and so forth. And then these Vajikalaya and related naga or not, yes, definitely it's related. Most of the time, the Yadam deities, the area over here, the crown, there is a Garuda. Garuda is a big bird. This bird right now, this is a degenerated time, so the Garuda and snow lion and Chakravarti king, they are actually still exist, but not appear often. Snow lion, some special gurus they see in the snow mountains in occasionally. Otherwise, publicly we can't see. So that's where same like in Garuda, they have special power. Outwardly in Garuda, inwardly the antidote of ignorance. So naga is in this, we say six sentient beings of six realms. At that time, Nagas are included where? Animal realm. Animal realm. So that's where animals have, in generally, animals have a strong ignorance. Human beings have a strong attachment. That is true. So that's why Garuda, if you receive empowerment of Garuda, then it not harms Nagas, but you have a special power or potential, so then Nagas will not harm to you. And maybe one only Garuda's empowerment is quite difficult. There's a Hayangirwa, Vajrapani, and Garuda. Three these deities' empowerment comes together most time. Then in generally, from yourself, by yourself, if you don't receive this empowerment, if you don't know this Tibetan astrology and so forth, then how can you make happy Nagas? Is when you're walking on anywhere, you recite more this Mani Mantra, and you generate compassion, and generate bodhicitta. So they bless the land, and then when generate bodhicitta, then Nagas perceive you don't took away their property from them. You don't take their property. You don't use their properties forcefully. So that's where there's no reason to harm to you. And then it's not too much. Then one thing is the balm. This Ngachin Rinpoche often give us. If you apply this often, then it will also help you to protect from some wrathful Nagas. Okay.
The second question that she had was, what's the relationship between Vajrakalaya and Nagas?
Vajrakalaya and the relationship of Vajrakalaya and Nagas are, I think, as I mentioned this, the Vajrakalaya is actually Vajrasattva. Vajrasattva is the essence of all the Buddhas. And then Vajrasattva, the Vajrakalaya is also related with Vajrapani, so through power, and but their relation means they have relation with compassion. In other hand, we say that Vajrakalaya is the activities of all the yidams, activities of all the yidams. So they don't have a relation with how to say generation. I never heard this Vajrakalaya's generation and Nagas. The first generation is Nagas. I don't heard like that. So that's where I don't have answer about that through this way. And then relation means Vajrakalaya's compassion, Vajrakalaya's power, then Vajrakalaya's compassion benefit Nagas. And the power of Vajrakalaya practice, if you have Nagas problems, then through practice of Vajrakalaya, then you can freed from these problems. That's what I know. And then also, as I said, this Vajrakalaya is antidote of some kind of forceful, maybe it's called some negative Nagas disease. and so forth. Okay.
Thank you. And we have a question in the Zoom room. Eddie, if you want to unmute yourself, please.
Good evening, Khenpo.
Good evening.
First part of my question is actually what actually happened to me a couple of months ago. I actually ended up taking a double stroke. And through that, I actually pulled through. And I want to just offer that up to the faith I have in the deities that I practice. The intentions that I can also say from the Sangha that I'm a member of, I want to offer much Buddha Chia. Thank you. I've actually pulled through. The part of my question is for to help me rehabilitation. Like I'm actually okay. I was lucky I wasn't deformed or whatever, and that's much thanks. I bought a book on Tibetan yoga. It's a bit of a quirky question. And I was just wondering, do monks actually practice the physical yoga at any time?
So you said it's okay to practice Tibetan yoga.
Yes, is it?
Oh, yeah. Yes, you can practice Tibetan yoga, and Tibetan yoga has actually I divided two. So one type of Tibetan yoga is very much how to say the related some profound path instructions and some practice some preliminary practices.
Yes.
So other practices are recently, there are many Tibetan yoga teachers. I saw more than before. So, for instance, as I mentioned today, this Yidam deities gestures, they are also Tibetan yogas. Tibetan means in the Tibetan Dharmas yogas. So when you have a kind of a physical issue, actually what I heard, the very fresh information these days is sometimes if you try to do some prostrations, that is very, very helpful.
Yes.
So prostration, it depends your physical issue. So if you can't do full length of prostration, if you can do full length of prostration, it's really, really helpful. So
Yes.
my friend, a month ago, I met my one friend. He said he has what is disease? He has a very serious disease that he follow many doctors, and they also don't believe that completely recovered from that disease. And then he met a Tibetan Lama, and then he actually his friend introduced him, and then he met that Lama, and that Lama said, "Oh, you do some preliminary practices and do some prostrations," and then he did the 100,000 prostrations. And then he go back again. That doctor, and that doctor really shocked that what kind of medicine did you take? It's like you recovered from that disease as we clean the floor by broom, something like that. He gave that.
Yes.
So that's where all the blood functions goes very well. Through these prostrations, full length of prostration, but certainly don't do many things. Every morning you do some numbers between 25 or 10 or 15, something like that. maybe it's helpful. And then some, you ask some those who Tibetans yoga teachers. There are lay practitioner and monastics. Both I noticed that if you engage them, that's also a good one. And sometimes you actually Buddha and Lord Jigten Sungung's favorite yoga and supreme yoga is that's also common in the Vajrayana and Sutrayana. Both way is the style of Shakyamuni Buddha, how he sits. That is the
Yes,
best yoga. That's a
that
very
is the best.
clearly said in the teachings. So because yoga means actually not only related the outer these forms, this related channels and wind function of wind. So you stay like this way, and then main thing is straight your back, the spine, and then keep balance everything. And sometimes your hands can keep like a like Amitabha's mudra, like this here, and sometimes you are a little bit hurt and something like that. So it is called simni ngarso saja. Simni means hand like this first, and then place on your knees. That means simni ngarso. Simni, sem means mind, ni means innate, and ngarso means rest. Then chagya is a gesture. So how to make sentence that the gesture of realize the natural state of mind, something like that. So then you
Yes,
stay this way, and then you apply some of these 7 point of postures, and then
yeah,
the upper wind, the upper wind is too much come up, so that's where your these head little bit give some responsibility towards your chin. That means your chin a little bit inside, bend inside. So then it helps you to the upper wind, upward wind, actually called upward wind. It's like fire. Wind of fire is a start to goes down, and then the pervasive wind, if your shoulders a little bit vastly open, and then pervasive wind, they balance, function balance through your channels, and then the cross your legs and a little bit these don't keep wrinkles on your stomach. That means a little bit straight. Your stomach should go a little bit not inside, a little bit push actually inside. Yeah, push inside this way. Don't pull back this way. And then at that moment, the downward wind start to little bit support the pervasive wind and upward winds. So these three winds balance in through your body, and then a physical issue we can prevent many negative issues on the body. Okay.
yes. Thank you very much. Ken.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
And we have Jean. You can unmute yourself, please.
Hello.
Hello.
My question is kind of about a yoga-based one, but yogic breathing. I practice for many years now. People claim that it's similar to Tumo, where it's called the Wim Hof method, where you breathe very deeply and you have breath retentions. But now that I've started learning from your institute, I've been introduced to Tumo. But I was wondering, what would somebody do who wanted to go deeper in that sort of meditation and breath work? How would he go about finding the right teacher?
About Tumo, right?
Yes.
Yes, Tumo also have outer, inner, two kinds of Tumo. So His Eminence Garchen Rinpoche openly gave us this pattern instruction. So I will repeat that for you.
Okay.
So Tumo is actually the inner Tamo is related bliss. So you are increasing bliss through that practice. But then outer Tamo is actually warm. It's getting opposite of getting cold, cold temperature. So then how you are going to practice that is you are going to focus your abdomen, the four fingers below your navel, from navel to four fingers below your navel, and then there you focus syllable hong, and then you focus the syllable hong, and first important one is your attention. Your attention should be stability there. So when you focus there, you can focus there clearly. So that is you are going to progressive that. That is very important, but not forcefully. Very kind of a balance, equanimity. You are going to focus. That is very important. Eventually, almost effortlessly, you can focus there on the syllable hong, and then that spontaneously it keeps warm there, and then the around of this syllable hong, the hong can be the blue, dark blue, but then around of there you visualize a fire, fire flame, and then you focus on this fire flame. So main thing is your focusing, and then focus on this fire flame, and then you image that this fire flame becomes bigger and bigger. Sometimes it provides area of your stomach, navel area. Sometimes it touched about your chest and those areas. And then, so this is very, very important. It prevents the kidney problems. And then through this way you can improve inner tumor. But first, that is important. It's also same way that your posture is. If you stay like this way, then it's difficult when you practice that tumor. You always a little bit. The our hips like this round, yeah. So you are going to a little bit this way. That means a little bit open, and then navel push out this way, navel and abdomen, not forcefully. And then it's also related to your shamatha. So you a little bit upper wind tries to goes down, and the lower wind a little bit pick up sometimes. And then between there, it is called wind as vase. Or sometimes it's combined two winds there, and then between there, actually same place in the abdomen area, you visualize hong, and this hong never move, never shake. So hong is stable there, and then you're focusing stable, and that is how you can practice by yourself.
Is that done with is it done with a certain type of method of breathing? Are you breathing through the nose, out through the mouth, or is it all through the nose?
Usually, when you are little bit breathe in through your nostrils is better, because through nostril there are 5 elements wind, breathe in and out. So when you breathe in 5 elements winds through your nostrils, and then after you breathe in, you swallow. That is also nature of interdependent. So you swallow, and the sound you can hear by your ears, something like that. Sometimes you can't feel this ears wind goes down area of navel, but you swallow and it goes. Your wind upper wind goes down towards your navel area. So only a few times you do. Sometimes even when you stay, kind of often you do that. Not always to do that. The one thing is don't keep wind forcefully in your body. When you are going to breathe, it's gently breathe out, but still some wind remains in your navel area. If your body structure is correct, and your focusing concentration is very pure, then some wind stays there. It helps you to burn these fire flames around the home. So that's as important. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I don't have any other questions from the Google form. Anybody else in the Zoom room?
Oh yeah. There's.
Looks like Goli, you have a question?
Thank you, Khenpo.
Thank you.
I have a question about something you said a few Dharma discussions ago. You said that aside from, it's not your exact words, but aside from investigating how, like, the existence of a self, like where is it, in your body, or, where the location, and trying to find it, that there was a better way to see the non-existence of a self. But I couldn't remember what you said, and I couldn't find it. I went back and I listened several times to different parts of the discussion, and
Oh yes. The location of self is actually here, area of this. Because for example, our humans, kind of a life force mantra is silver knee is also here. Most of the things are important things are here. When anger comes, we can see here, perceive here. So then what we should understand is I quite can say that sometimes if we figure out the location of emotions, it helps to free from these, quite easily free from that emotions. Sometimes really we can feel some small spot, the emotion is there or here, something like that when we meditate. So that's one thing. But today I say emotion, even we physically we can understand we always say that here. We don't say I. We don't find it. I. We don't say, yeah. I is here. Everybody's hand. I is here. It's nobody teach actually. I went different places and I meet many people, include me. Everybody, not when they use some gestures, they start here. I something like that. They never say I. So that's where we can figure that out. I is here right now. But then how to free from I is, I think we are really going to open. The open, that's Dharmakaya. If Dharmakaya is a bamboo, we are going to crush this bamboo. So the inside of this Dharmakaya, the bamboo is empty. We call is Dharmakaya means like that. And the grasping means outside of this. So that's where we are going to open. So if we are going to free from open, the grasping means we are going to open, to be open. Open means, oh, I'm directly says using harsh word or anger, not like that, yeah? That is a little bit stupid. But open means with the bodhicitta. May all mother beings. At that moment, it's like we looking the forest. Many trees. We don't judgment one single tree, one or two. We watch, we open vastly our enormous eyes towards all the trees. So that's where we focus on. We looking to the. We are looking to the forest, something like that. All sentient beings seems it's opened. So that is we can learn from Thousand Arms of Genius. He always opened these arms, vastly opened. Lucky we can learn from birds. If birds need to fly in the space, then what they do? The feathers are open. When they try to stay with a single barley, single food seed, and then they close all the feathers. So that's at that time they actually have more dangerous. Maybe people kill them or something. Snake bite them or cats catch them. So otherwise the bird flies. Cats has no chance to catch it. Something like that. So open with bodhicitta. That's I think I tried to say that. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. All of you, it's wonderful questions. And thank you so much for joining. I deeply rejoice. And then that we will dedicate our marriage. How about you generate bodhicitta, immeasurable bodhicitta, and I dedicate for the sake of you. Okay? Chanjo zenjo renpo je ma je ba na je je ba nyam ba me ba yang gong ne gong de me
Thanks to everyone for joining. We do have our Sunday program next Sunday, so we look forward to seeing you then, and feel free to unmute yourself to say goodbye to Khenpo.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Khenpo.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Khenpo.
Thank you. Thank you.
Khenpo-la.
Thank you.
Thank you, Khenpo.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Khenpo.
Thank you. Thank you.
See y'all next time. Love y'all.
Yes, see you. See you.
Thank you, Zal.
Have a
Thank
wonderful
you.
time. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
Is there a puppy who wants to be seen? I'm just sleeping. You want to come say hi?
Yes.
Yeah. The puppy here. Don't bore me. Want to say hi to Khenpo? Just say hello. Just a puppy.
Hello.
She likes your voice.
Thank you. Thank you.
She doesn't like the bells, but she likes your voice.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you. It's cute.
She is cute. She's a little
So cute.
Mahakala, though, I tell you.
What is her name?
This is Fleur. It means flower in French.
Oh,
We could have named her Bulldozer. It would have been better.
Flower.
She was tough. She's old now. She can't really walk, but she's
old.
wonderful.
Looks like a young.
No, she's 13, and she's my heart wish come true. I love her. Oops, too much attachment, huh?
Wow, it's cute. Thank you so much
She's a
for
good
sure.
girl.
Oh, another one.
Okay, she has to go down.
And this is Jack.
Jack.
This is Pema's dog, Jack.
Oh, Jack.
Shoni's uncle.
Wow.
Where's Jack? Oh, he's beautiful.
Jack with a leash.
Yeah, Pomsky.
Oh,
He looked like a wolf.
well, yes, exactly. Actually, dogs come from wolf. I heard. Is it true?
Yes.
Wow. They are lucky. Lucky
Yes.
dogs. They have a great karma. That was possible. Bodhisattvas come to help you guys.
He meditates, Jack, because Choni taught him.
Wow.
Yeah,
Is
for
Jack a
real.
dog or a cat?
Mm-hmm.
He's a dog. He's a
Oh,
Pomsky. The mother was a husky, big girl, big body, blue eyes.
Oh,
Wow.
And the father was a Pomsky. That's why he's very different.
Uh-huh.
I see now. Yeah.
Some dogs are very great when Buddha was India.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
stories.
I heard.
So if you want to say hi,
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Growling here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you later.
Sure. Sure.